Wake that ass up.
Early in the morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We got some special guests in the building. From Power, we have Naturi Naughton and Joseph Sikora. Welcome, guys.
What's up, MV?
What's up?
There's a lot going on with you guys, huh?
Yes, sir.
A whole lot. Well, we try to keep it fun and interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I always look and see when you guys are posting pictures from filming. That's how I could tell who's still going to be alive.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
we
sure.
can throw you off with that sometimes. We do that with strategy, just so people think some folks is alive. Those pictures could be like 3 months old. So you never know. You got to watch to see.
And then I guess they don't always film in sequence either, right?
We don't. Because, episodes, you could be on episode 1 and 2, and then we might go back and do pickups for episode 8. You just don't know.
So let's do a recap because, it's been a minute since we've seen season 5 and what happened at the end of season 5 so we can figure out what we're looking forward to in season 6 because Tommy killed his own father.
That was a heavy episode.
was crazy.
509, written by Gary Lennon, our co-showrunner.
Such a great episode.
Yeah, it was a great episode. Father killed Sammy. Oh, thanks, Naturi. She's better at
She's
this.
the boss, I can tell.
I am. In all things, in every way.
She's used to
That's a
having
whole
mics.
nother conversation.
So there you go. That was some death there, and then we had the trying to kill Ghost and shot Angela.
Did you foresee that coming, that you were going to have to kill your own dad?
Well, he broke the rules, and Tommy's the referee of the streets. If you go against the street rules, it's just the price you got to pay, for better or for worse.
He wouldn't kill his mom, though, ever.
If she breaks the rules.
If she broke the rules, yeah.
No.
If she snitched, yeah, he'd do it with his own hands.
I mean, he killed Holly, the one true love of his
Who was
life.
pregnant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
he didn't know though. I mean,
I didn't know that.
He didn't know that. let's.
Now, the 6th season is coming up. Last season.
Yep.
I know,
You guys
we just
disappointed
made-
in it and that is going, or are you guys ready to move on for something else?
I mean, for me, I guess it's a bittersweet feeling. 6 seasons. I kind of feel like I grew up on the show, I had a baby on the show. I did a lot, and the show has given us all the opportunity to flourish as actors. So it's a little sad. So we just, announced it with 50, and, we have 15 episodes this season, so at least we have more episodes. But it's going to be weird not being called in at 4:30 a.m. for call times. It's going to be weird not
Sleeping in.
running the set. Like, I get to sleep in or have more time with my baby. I mean, I'm
Right.
excited about that, but I'm also a little sad to
What
see
about
the
the
show go.
spinoffs?
I mean, yeah, so life will continue. There will be more.
What are the spinoffs? Do we know yet? I know it's
No,
before.
John.
I don't think 50 has announced them, and
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna be. I think that they're gonna be probably solidified later on. You're gonna have to see. Those of us that survive the season, those of us that don't,
because everybody's not
gonna
gonna live.
that's
I don't know
the
how
way
you're gonna
it's
have a
gonna be.
spinoff if everybody dies.
I thought there was a
if-
prequel to Power that they said
I did
was
hear
That's what
that.
Fifth keeps saying,
I
and
heard about
that's
that.
so that's look, if 50 says it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
Probably.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do any of you guys owe 50 money by any chance at all?
Thank God we don't, because
wanna
I would
see
be all on
Fofty.
Instagram.
I want no part of Fofty.
Yo, he gets his money. I need to adopt these practices.
Man,
These
I
methods.
laugh to keep from crying sometimes. I'm
I
like, I
should
don't want
have
any of
posted
that
that
smoke.
about my old group. I wish I had social media when I was in 3LW. Maybe I would have got my money.
Yeah, you'd be like, 50
Wow.
they still owe me some money.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying, that's a good technique.
Did he ever buy y'all lunch or anything? Just making sure they don't buy you lunch, breakfast,
That's
dinner?
a good question. I didn't even think of that. No, not that I remember.
'cause
but
That's not money that he would say he needs back. If he buys you something,
never know.
if he does, I'll pay him.
I'll pay it back right now.
No, 50's cool. He wouldn't do that.
Now, what about the character of Tasha for the next season?
Ooh,
Because you're a complicated character as well.
yeah.
Do we love you or do we not love Tasha?
That's a good question. I mean, I hope
Can
that
she be trusted or can she not be trusted?
Well, Tasha can always be trusted.
Depending.
I mean, at least if you're on her side.
when it comes to family.
Exactly. She will fight to the death for her son, Tariq, played by Michael Rainey Jr. And also this year, we see Lakeisha and Tasha, which is played by Lala Anthony. That relationship is really strained.
Not
it's
a lot
struggling.
of loyalty there.
Not a lot of loyalty, I admit. Tasha's she does what's necessary to survive. So I think Tasha she's trustworthy, but she's also manipulative.
Right.
And this season, she takes control because she's tired of Ghost being the one who's the businessman. She's relied on him all through her life. And now she's like, you know what? It's time for me to own up, start my own stuff, live my own life. And I think this is the first time where Tasha becomes an independent woman. And I'm excited for people to see season 6.
Poor Lakeisha
Excuse me,
just trying to
season
do
6.
her thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Tommy's
Yeah, a little
ishing on her.
domestication.
Yeah, she's trying. But, I just got to live out here. So Tasha's going to do some reckless stuff this year.
We'll
you
see.
might not like her.
I was gonna say season 5 is available today, right?
Yes. So
Today
you can
on
catch
Blu-ray
up.
and DVD.
Yes.
Look, I have it right here.
I didn't see.
Let's
season
see, what
5, so
other things do we want to give them information? If you haven't seen season 5, ooh, you missing out because Respect, Legacy, Revenge. That's what's on the cover. It's one of my favorite seasons, and I think it was a great season for you, Joe.
I had a great time. Yeah.
Yeah, it was some good stuff.
Could
We're
you
excited.
imagine being that ruthless in real life?
Man, that would take a lot of energy.
Oh my gosh, I'd be exhausted. Or in an insane asylum or something. I think I would go crazy.
Yeah, they don't show a lot of they don't show a lot of slowness on Power. And especially for my character, Tommy is kind of the engine of the show. You know something's gonna go down when he's on the screen. So there's a lot there. That's an aspect of
somebody
Tommy
on
that
fire.
I like those times when when the world slows down for Tommy. And actually in season 6 we'll have little snippets of that, like small times when you just see him breathing and thinking, and that's what I would love to see more of with Tommy.
Right.
Actually, that aspect of the character.
Hopefully
'cause that's the
you'll
real
go
life.
to the spinoff, Joe.
Right, yeah, right.
You'll see more of that in the spinoffs.
Yeah. Put your
Power
votes in
season
now.
6 continues with Joe breathing and living.
It bothers me when he uses drugs a lot because I feel like it really knocks you off your game.
Yeah, I think that we would have too much of the Ultimate Warrior if he didn't do any of that. He's got to have.
That's
there's
true.
got to be a
It's like
crutch
some-
to Tommy. There's got to be the Achilles heel. It's
Because I
him
feel
and-
like it just makes you slipping though. Like
Oh, definitely.
You can't
It's when
function.
people have to drink for the like beer muscles or beer courage or whatever. It's like that's what Tommy is doing with the drugs. It's a mask and it's a shield and it's something that.
But I would argue that it's not just drugs, it's love. Anytime Tommy gets in love, like with Holly or Lakeisha, it's like a drug for you too.
would you think he
make
was in
some-
love with Lakeisha?
Not really. I mean, in all honesty, you can answer that. I'm like, why are you fucking my girl? Like, what are you doing out
Well,
here?
I think that he was more in
I think
lust
he
with
just-
Holly, and I think
exact-
that she's actually falling in love, and hopefully we watch him fall in love with Lakeisha.
Really?
because- yeah, I think we
think
watched
you were in
Tommy
love
do
with
it
her.
all. Oh no, Tommy was figuring out what he was with Holly. There wasn't enough time in that.
That's interesting.
Did y'all ever expect this show to be this big at all?
Fifth said it was gonna be, so I said sure. All
Said
right.
I know.
I'm with you.
Whatever you say. No. That's funny because we get asked that question a lot. And remember when we first started, we were 8 episodes shooting. We still shoot in Brooklyn. And people were always like, oh, Power, never heard of it. Stars, what network is that? We don't know.
I was thinking the same thing when they first
I'm
called. They said
keeping it
Stars.
real.
I was like, what is Stars?
Like, what Stars? Where do I find it? Like, Stars in the Sky? People were confused because, HBO and then the other networks. But Stars has now become a leading cable premium network, and we have over 10 million views across all platforms. Yeah, viewers. And Stars app now has become huge. We got our own, premium app. I think we didn't expect this, but we also had the goods and the quality and the writers. Courtney Kemp, our showrunner, Gary Lennon, the writing team, 50. It seemed like it was built to last.
Right.
So if you start something and you put good people around it and a good network and a good group of actors, hopefully it does. I mean, sometimes it doesn't work, but we were built to last. So I'm not surprised that we're here 6 seasons. We could have, 50 said we could have went 7. So,
You guys really did amplify Stars so much, though.
Hell yeah, I didn't even know what
Because-
Stars was, Yee.
I had it, but I don't think I ever really watched
Name
it.
one show on Stars.
there was a couple
I watch
shows.
movies because I always look at
Boss.
movies. Yeah.
Boss with
Boss, that's
Rotimi.
right.
Okay.
Rotimi used to be on Boss, and now he's on
I just have the
Power.
premium package. That's why.
I never
I was
seen it.
obsessed with that show. But
Yeah?
I didn't. Only show I ever
Boss,
watched was
too.
Boss with Kelsey
Boss,
Grammer,
and then-
Rotimi, and then that was it.
I watched the Gladiator one a little bit.
Oh, okay. But you're right. I think it has amplified the visibility of the network, and here we are.
It's
bringing-
good to go someplace that is the underdog, and then to take it to a whole nother level because it gives you a lot of like, okay, now I want to bring something to y'all.
Exactly. And now they're creating new shows,
That's dope, yeah.
new platforms, the Stars app, like I said. If it wasn't for Power, I don't know. I mean, I think we definitely have been a part of the growth of the the network. So we're proud.
And Stars is also now part of Lionsgate. So
Yeah, we're super proud.
Now,
Are y'all
Joseph,
ever
were you
ever
offended?
scared? Yeah,
I was gonna say, were you offended when Gary Owen was up here and says that he gets mistaken for you?
No.
Oh gosh, I can see that. Did he say
I
that?
told Gary Owen on the way just to see what he was going to say, but I was like,
That would have been fine. I'm
Yeah,
Gary.
you don't want to
I'm-
get.
I'm Gary Owen.
Tommy, do
I'm the
something to
younger. I'm the little brother of Gary Owen. I'm
mean,
Gary
yes.
Owen. So when everybody spells his name wrong, that's actually me.
Yes, he's the younger, cooler,
Has
more
anybody
criminal
really ever
version.
mistaken
No.
you?
Gary Owen is cool, and his comedy is hilarious, and I'm a fan. But I'm just like, I wish I was as big as him, but
Yeah, no, that's funny.
No, he's a good
Somebody
guy.
called me Phaedra Parks the other day. That happens to me.
They did?
No,
I
in
never even
Brooklyn,
thought about that.
Walking down the
Wow.
street, and I was with Zuri, my daughter. I was pushing her in the stroller, and they were like, "Oh my God, it's Phaedra!" I was like,
That's
No,
hilarious.
and I mean, they legit ran over to me and was like, "Yeah, girl, I'm watching Housewives," and I was like, "No, girl, you should be watching Power because that's the show I'm on." I mean, if they used to mistake Power for Empire, now I get called Phaedra Parks. I mean, I'm like, dang, do I really?
Can I be me?
Can I just be me? But yeah.
Are y'all ever scared to get stuck in your role? Like to be stuck as Tommy? Like that's how people will always look at you as Tommy.
I don't mind. 50 said this after the second season. He said, "Joe, this is it. You're Tommy for life to certain people." And he said, "You should embrace it." He said, "There's going to be a time you're going to be up there winning your Academy Award. And they're going to be like, the one where Tommy plays the doctor."
Right.
So it is what it is. It's a point of reference. It's a platform. It's a starting point. It is what it is. I mean, it's okay that people still refer to Al Pacino as Tony Montana. So
Yeah.
I'll take it as a compliment.
Or look at, The Wire and shows like that, the way certain characters have been a part of the culture.
Right.
Hopefully, I don't want to be stuck with Tasha, but I'm not mad that people connect so much. Many women come up to me and like, "Oh, Tasha's me," or, I was with a ghost, and I got a son, like to read. I'm about to yoke him up. So at the end of the day, it's a character that feels relatable. And I'm blessed to have that, so it's okay.
Now, Tori, what was going on with the fried chicken story that came out a couple of months ago?
Oh gosh, Envy, you were there.
No,
And did you
Emmy
throw-
was
did-
there.
Did she ever throw chicken at anybody on the set of Power?
You know what?
Not
Don't
often.
try it. Don't even
what
try
happened?
it.
Why'd you throw chicken?
I didn't throw chicken at you. Know the story. It was the other way around. Don't come for me.
Who threw
'cause I will
chicken
come
at
for-
you?
So I recently was. You're funny. I was on. TV One did an episode of
Yes.
My Uncensored, which was actually really great, and it was so much more.
It
about,
triggered a lot of people.
It did, apparently. Anyway, one of my former group members came out and tried to debunk my story and say that I was lying. Everyone knows I was on 106 in Park, TRL. Back in the day, I was in a girl group called 3OW. We broke up not because of a fight at KFC because of chicken. We broke up because of the way they were treating me, and it wasn't a good, healthy environment. And a fight erupted, and yeah, they threw some chicken at me. But I didn't throw no chicken.
You throw
Envy,
chicken?
from through, because I feel like we came to the radio station a lot back
I'm just
then.
I'm just asking.
You've been around
It
for
just
a
came
long
back out.
time.
I'm only
Right.
22, so I'm not have been out. But I'm just
I'm
asking.
about to celebrate my birthday, and I know if I'm as old as I am, you up there. But we've been in this game for it's been about 20 years for me.
Was it a drumstick or a wing?
Does that matter? Yeah, it was a breast.
No.
Yeah.
It was a
You know what?
breast.
You about to get this.
Without Charlamagne, somebody's got to
I
talk
know.
about
I was
breasts.
gonna say, Charlamagne, where are you to talk about my Hershey Kisses? Because he was talking about my nipples
That's
the
right.
last time.
That's right.
Where you
That's
at?
inappropriate.
Yeah,
I know.
that's
He's so
inappropriate.
inappropriate.
You are back doing music now, though.
Exactly.
Are you?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm working on a solo project. I'm actually really excited because a lot of people remember 3OW and a lot of people don't. Some people who just discovered me on Power don't realize that I'm a musician, I'm a singer. So I've been in the studio with my boy Logic, Lamont Coleman, and Ryan Toby, Eric Hudson. I've been so excited. We have to come back and talk about all the good music that I'm doing because this is another chapter of my life. So
Right.
I'm super excited.
I
do
got to
that.
see her actually sing the national anthem.
Yes.
At the
Yes.
Nets game at
Angela
the
came and
Barclays.
supported
I
me.
got there early just because I was like, I gotta go see Naturi sing, and people were posting it, and they were like, I forgot she sings.
Exactly.
That's funny. I seen Rotimi sing.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
he
he
did
sang
it
the-
like the
he sang
night
the game
before.
before.
Before, yeah, the game
And I
before.
think I did it like the next day. It was like a Power week. But I was at Barclays. I live in Brooklyn. So it was cool. Angela was like, you killed that.
Yeah.
I was
You guys
so
might be
nervous.
bad luck for the Nets, though, because I don't.
I know. You know what?
Yeah,
Don't
both
blame
lost
me.
Both those games.
Or maybe we're the bad luck.
Oh yeah, maybe with a bad luck. So now
But
Tiara
yes.
Marie comes to you and says, "Hey, let's do a song. Do you do it?"
I did a movie lottery ticket, and Tiara Marie was in that. I wish her nothing but the best.
Yeah.
I don't know if I do a song with her, like a music, like a duet.
Like
I
a
haven't-
song.
Oh, is she like doing?
Yeah, she has an EP
Yes.
coming out.
Oh,
Don't
great.
do it. It's gonna be a
great.
big hit.
No, that's.
Don't try to line her up. Don't try to line
I
my
didn't
girl
even know
Naturi
that.
up.
No shade. I didn't know that. I wish her the best. I didn't realize that. But right now, I got a song with Timmy. Actually, y'all gonna want to hear that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna.
When's it drop?
When does it drop?
Yeah.
I don't know. Ask for Timmy. He's a bigger. He's got his joints. I'm gonna ask for Timmy.
Okay.
Yeah,
We'll
well,
see.
Timmy got a song popping right now.
Oh, he's killing it. Love rhythm. Shout out to my boy.
Do y'all be playing music like on the set while you guys are
All the time.
getting ready and everything?
yes.
Play your music like here, y'all listen to this.
We
Yeah,
do that
Amari
a
plays
lot.
his music, his album a lot.
I
So we
actually
get
have a
to
song
hear
with
his
Amari too.
Good stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
She's
So
on there.
he's heard that. Amari and I did a joint together because Amari's music is super dope. So we've coupled together. But on the set of Power, you should hear Amari has these huge, I don't know, his speakers in the hallway. You can literally hear it down the hall. It's like a full-on DJ jam session. We have come in the hallway and been like, hey. I mean, he'll play his music. We'll play music that's upcoming, or Nipsey's music. He'll play, may he rest in peace. So we've actually been, using music as a way to get through long days because we shoot like 12 to 14-hour days.
So you guys
sometimes
can't
longer.
work on nothing else basically while you're working on Power.
Girl,
A little bit, I mean, it depends on the
Joe's in a
off-season.
movie right now.
Yeah,
You guys
and
gotta
then
go see The Intruder.
Oh, that's right.
So
The Intruder.
Joe's getting
Yeah.
things on
We
the
saw
side.
that.
Intruder's dope.
Oh yeah, he is an intruder. I'm bugging. Yeah, you.
Yeah, he's in The
Yeah.
Intruder,
Best friend.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah,
out right
Yeah.
now.
That was pretty
In
tragic.
Chicago, evidently, everybody was just like, "Run, Tommy! Don't kill my baby!"
Oh, did they do?
That was a pretty good role.
Yeah, that's what
That was
so
amazing.
we
Fun.
get a chance to do.
Fun. Yeah, I got and I got some. I'm gonna be in another show after start as soon as we're done with Power.
Oh, awesome.
What show is that?
I didn't even know this.
Ozark, the
that's a
third
good
season of
show.
Ozark.
Oh, that's amazing. All right, so
Get him.
you like, okay, so because this is the last season of Power, now you guys are
Well, we're back on the job hunt.
Yeah, job
Until
hunt.
50
Job hunt?
cents. Yes, until
But also
50 cents
promoting
we
the
get
show
to live.
too.
Right.
I mean, like you said before, we're so proud to be part of Power, and it's definitely the number one thing in my life. So
Right.
anything,
It is.
as much promotion as I can do for the season 6. Although it's so self-generated at this point, the Power fans and the Power heads are getting in there. But Fifth also said that there's going to be a resurgence of Power. He's like, it'll take 5 or 6 years for more people to catch on.
kind of like how The Wire was.
The Wire
He may have
was.
said
Yeah, I
white
think
people,
we're gonna
White
live after.
Sopranos, Game
Exactly.
of Thrones.
Exactly.
All those
So
things.
it's going to be, and it's
It'll be in
starting to
rotation.
happen, and they're playing it on airplanes now, and
It's
we're
crazy.
we were at 178 different countries the last time I checked, but it could be even more now. So
When I went to Africa, I recently traveled to Nigeria
Looked like you had a
and
blast.
Ghana. Oh, yes. I went to Nigeria and Ghana, and I kid you not. Like, I came back telling everybody, you don't understand. In other countries, specifically in Africa, we're one of the hit shows, and they were like, "Oh, Mrs. Goss, Tasha, we love you, Tommy, tell me." Like, I have never felt so much love, and my experience there was unbelievable, and it opens up your eyes to how much television, a show like this, can change the world, not just in this country.
Absolutely. How hard is it? Who's the hardest character on the show to get out of character? Like, who's the actor that takes a while to get out of character? Is it Amari?
Yeah.
Omari.
Yeah, Amari is.
Amari as
Amari's
Ghost.
admittedly, that's
He needs
his,
like a
that's-
moment.
But that's his part of the process. And I think he's talked about that a lot of times in interviews. Is that he, unlike Naturi, I won't speak for Naturi, but
go for it.
unlike Naturi and I, we're not as method as he is. I mean, I do a lot of the homework for Tommy at home and bring that to the set, whereas Omari needs to kind of stay in the realm of the character Ghost, and he's said as much. So
That's
Yeah.
why he don't
That's
like
his
you calling
process.
him Ghost when his name is Omari Envy.
Like when he's
Only
out.
did that one time, and I'll never do it
He
again.
does not like that.
I heard it was things
put
got,
Andy up
things got
against the
tense
wall,
in here.
and
Yeah, he's
boy.
a
It got a
strong
little-
man.
He didn't throw me up against no.
He didn't. I was gonna
But
say.
he got mean.
I mean,
was
he's a
like,
strong dude.
You Ghost right now?
Oh, no.
But
He-
he's serious with it.
No,
Yeah,
it's
no,
it's
he
put a hit out.
but he's
commitment.
admitted. Like I
He's committed.
yes, he's committed, and I appreciate
But everyone
that.
has
That's his
their
process.
absolute. I was just gonna say we all have our own process. Like Joe said, I'm more like I study at home, make sure I have my lines. But then as soon as they call cut, I go right back like, "Hey, girl, so what we doing?" As soon as I leave the set, I go
Back
back
to you.
back to being
I'd be like, come
Naturi.
on, let's go have some drinks.
Yes, we hang out in the grill, like
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I try so hard to separate the two because I'm a mother as well. So I can't go home and be Tasha
Yeah.
with my baby.
Please don't.
Like Zuri be like, you're crazy. So I do try to make sure specifically because I have to maintain a real life and, be gentle and loving. And not saying Tasha isn't gentle and loving as a mother, but my personality outside of work is very different. I'm very bubbly and fun. So I think it's important for me just mentally. I'll go crazy if I stay in Tasha mode. That's not for me.
You should do a 3LW movie. You should direct it.
Should I?
Yes.
Like they did, what didn't they do? Was it TLC?
They did TLC.
Or they did different
y'all have a
stories.
story.
We do have a story.
Big as TLC, but y'all have a story.
Imagine
about
them
3
coming
ladies.
together. and sitting
being
down,
broke.
I don't know.
Being broke.
The typical story,
but then
money
y'all all
getting
did your own
stole, kicked
thing.
out of group,
Y'all have
being broke.
different
That's a
takes
good
on what
idea,
happened.
Because
though.
one was a
So what is it gonna be, like a trilogy?
One did TV and you did it would be a great story.
Well, yeah, because Adrian's on The Real, I'm on Power, the other girl, I don't know. But
Damn.
She's
No,
on
she's a
Instagram.
girl.
I know she's on Instagram. I really don't.
Goodness gracious.
No, Angela said that. She said
was
she's
just
on
kidding.
Instagram.
We saw her on Instagram talking.
Goodness
yes.
gracious. But now it would be a good story because you can see
It's interesting.
how y'all got in the game. I just remember
It really is.
they did a record for my album and y'all
Yeah,
did it for
we
free.
did.
Like there was no money
We
at the
just
time.
jumped on.
Damn, he didn't pay you.
You remember that?
That's part of
I
the
got
problem right there.
No,
People not trying to pay
we
people
were
for their
young. We were
services.
up at. Sometimes that's the thing about artists, and
Mutually
they don't want to do
beneficial.
things to just continue to grow. And sometimes you got to do things. It's not always about money
Did
or
you
the
get
check.
anything out of it?
I got to be on DJ Envy's. I admire this man. Like I looked up, especially like when we first came out. We were just trying to. I'm
You can tell
giving
she
you
got a
the.
new project coming out.
I know.
Where's the record? now?
Envy's a
Play the
prolific
record.
DJ.
Play my record. No, seriously. I legit. We always like, oh my gosh, we get to do a
Right.
joint on DJ Envy because back
He
in
was
the
like
day.
a grown man and you were a kid at the time.
Yeah. Is that like a R. Kelly reference? No,
No,
that was
no.
weird.
He's a
That
lot
got
older.
really
He's
weird.
a lot older than you.
Oh, okay.
I'm the
He's
same
not
age
that
as
much
them.
older.
You better stop it.
That's weird. No, but in radio in Jersey, New York, I grew up in East Orange. I looked up to, a lot of the DJs, especially Envy. So it was cool to be on a project. Thank you for remembering that. So, so when I need you, when I
Yes.
call you, don't act like you don't
owe.
know me.
You good money.
Don't
You
make
good
me
money.
tell 50 you owe.
Exactly.
Now, what about 50 directing? Because I know he directed this season. So what was that like?
How was working under 50?
Fifth's got a lot of great ideas, like So Fifth was one of the reasons why he wanted to direct is he wanted to learn the vernacular of television and how to put those ideas into practice. So it was it was a great experience for me. He's very specific with his notes for actors. He has definitive ideas of like, look, instead of doing it like this, you're trying to play this person, like play them like that. I'm like, it's
And
a solid
I think
note.
he
Let me try
uses
that.
I agree, his real life experiences. So as a director, he's looking at it like, because he comes up and tell you a story in the middle of a take, like, because, it was a chick that I was with. She was like my Tasha, and that's, and he'll explain stories to help you connect to.
We were riding in the car. She took the gun.
Yeah, and she hid some
She
from
knows
me.
it.
So that's what I need you to do. I need you to be that, And I think 50's coming from such a real place that as a producer of our show and the music, the directing, he's killing it, and we're really, really happy to have him.
And whether he admits it or not, I think it was probably something that he was a little fearful of doing, so he's going to tackle it to conquer it. And that's
It
how
is scary.
he goes through doing a lot of stuff like that. So you would never be able to tell that. That's just me thinking.
No, that's a good point.
Thinking about it, but he did it. He got
He
it done.
would do
It's
it.
a great episode.
Oh, it's gonna be dope.
You'll
He
be
did
excited.
episode
603.
Episode 3. Okay,
603.
we'll be looking for
so
that
look out
one.
for that.
And when's the last day of taping?
Whew.
June 7th.
We've been
June
going
7th.
forever.
Right.
We're whatever. I don't
We're
know.
614 right now.
Yeah, we're on episode 14. We've got 15 this year, so we're
Table
almost
reads
done.
on the 20th for the 15th.
Damn. That
Oh,
rap
really?
party's
My
going to be
birthday?
amazing.
On your birthday. The 20th is your actual birthday, huh?
Yeah.
But the 18th is your party.
No, 19.
Oh, the 19th.
You guys coming to my birthday party?
I'll be
Come,
there.
Envy. Hey.
I didn't get
Listen.
invited, but I guess I'm
Oh,
there
you
now.
invited.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
I'm there now.
On-air invite.
Yes.
I can't wait to see the finale, and we wish you the best of luck.
Well, we can't wait to see
Thank
the whole
you.
season. I can't wait to see the
Yeah,
premiere.
I was like, you getting
That's
to the
when is
finale.
it? When is the first episode again? Because I know 50 announced it. So
Well, actually, yes. Our power
August
premiere
25th.
August 25th.
August 25th.
August 25th.
August 25th.
And 50 also has been rumoring that we're going to have the premiere, and I have no idea if this is
You
based
know
in
more info.
reality.
Let me ask Joe what's going on.
MSG, Madison Square Garden this year.
Oh, because
that'd be
last year was at
amazing.
Radio City.
These are just rumors now. Nothing is solid, but
Really?
we sold out Radio City in a
We
day.
did. We had our
So-
Power Season 5 premiere at Radio City with a choir. 50
Huge.
performed. It was huge. And this year, if we do
Yeah, if
Madison
you can do
Square
8,000 people in a day, you could do Madison Square Garden.
Madison Square Garden.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll sing the anthem. It'll be like
That'd
a
be
game.
fantastic.
I'll start off.
You're gonna have new music out by then, so you need to sing one of
These
your
are just
songs.
rumors,
Exactly.
but I'm planting seeds right now.
I'm with you.
We got Lionsgate in the house right here. See what
Yes.
Kate can do.
We got to make that happen.
let's go.
We have
Yeah.
DJ. I'll do a joint. 50 do a joint. We'll all come out. That'll actually be crazy.
That'd
We
be
should
dope.
get jerseys and come out announce. Like
I'll borrow one
like
of
an
Envy's
all-star
blinged out
game.
Cubans.
It'll be like all-star game, and every
He'll gift it
character,
to you.
and it'll have your name, the characters on our back, get like special jerseys.
I like this.
And then everybody like cheering for the home team.
Somebody
It'll be
talking to
Team
Naturi
Power.
Naughton. Put it
She's got
together.
ideas.
Ooh, this is a good idea.
Oh, boy.
Team Tommy, Team Tasha, and when we come out, like all the teams that'll be Team Power, but we'll have jerseys coming out Madison Square Garden like a game. People will root for their teams. It'll
Oh,
be
it'd be
crazy.
like
whole
me
thing
saying
together.
Cubans.
You hear this, Lions?
I mean, somebody needs to
let's get
do
these
this.
jerseys done.
Let's get the jerseys done. We'll
goodness.
have ball players. We'll have everybody from New York. Envy, you come through.
I'd
It'll
be
be a
like
great
me.
time.
I'd have me, Too Big, Black Grimace.
Yeah, it'll be your team.
I mean,
then
just
I'll
Grimace.
have-
Wait, Black Grimace? Oh my
Oh
God.
no, that's his
Right.
real character name.
That's his real character name in the
Grimace.
show.
Not just regular Grimace.
Black Grimace. Goodness
But that's more intense,
They'd all be Team Tommy. You, Tariq, would have Team Tasha.
Yeah, we'll be Team Top. That's dope. I'm such an originator.
Well, the fifth
No,
season is out right now on
Yes.
DVD, Blu-ray, and all that other good stuff.
get it now.
Make sure you get it. And the sixth season, August 25th, and we appreciate you guys for joining us. I'm sure you guys will be
We
back
love
before
you
the season
guys.
starts.
Thank you.
Thanks, Evie.
Thanks for the
we'll
love.
have to
We
bring
appreciate it.
everybody. We'll have to bring the whole crew down.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Absolutely.
I'll tell you who's not coming.
Who's not coming?
Ooh, all right.
Who's not coming?
Who's not coming?
Somebody don't like Envy
Who
because he
don't
calls
like
him
me?
Ghost
Oh,
when he's not in
Amari.
character.
Amari texts me all the time. We good. We
Okay,
y'all
all right.
piece it
Just
up.
checking.
Y'all
Just
piece it up.
checking. I don't
Amari's
know.
my guy.
Okay, good.
And then
So-
y'all tried to come for him with the Beyonce. Charlamagne
I
ain't
didn't
here.
come for him.
No, Charlamagne. I heard that interview. I'm gonna talk to Charlamagne next time I see
Oh, there's
him.
my guy Gary Owen.
Try
Look
to-
at when he was.
that's-
Screen.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I said I didn't think it
Does
was
he
a
have
big deal to
6'9"?
kiss.
He looks.
Oh, what did y'all think about the kiss?
I was there. You
He got
see me in the video.
excited.
He
You saw the
actually
video?
has no.
No,
see,
they're
He got
friends.
excited.
they're friends.
friends.
And Omar was like, let's go say hi to B&J. And I'm like, really? So we go at the NAACP Awards. We walk over in the middle of a break. I'm talking to Beyonce about our babies being a month apart because her twins and my daughter, we were born like literally a month apart. So I'm just excited to be talking to the queen. And then Omari leans in, as he was talking to Jay and gives her a kiss. It was the most simple, harmless. And then me and Beyonce went back to, it wasn't like, oh, that was inappropriate. And Jay-Z didn't think, they made it so huge. But Omari is a loving, he just embraces people
just did
with
a double
love.
kiss. That's what
he did a
people do.
double kiss, but it wasn't any, it's just you came out of the hug with the
It
kiss.
was pretty close. It was like right here.
Well, you know how sometimes
And that's
you
why
just
he don't
lean-
mess with you,
but
Envy, right
lean-
there.
You
He's my
lean,
guy.
but look, the cheek, you lean and it seems
Right.
close, but mwah, that
I
was
wouldn't put
nothing.
my mouth. I wouldn't put my cheek to that.
I
You
didn't-
probably got all types of acne. You might even have a
Oh
little herpes
gosh,
right
oh
now.
my God.
God.
I'll
Don't
go
that,
home.
Did
Yeah, I
you
don't
just
know.
say he has herpes?
I said that Mike might have a look. Forget it. Go ahead.
Y'all are
Oh.
crazy.
That got
Season
me.
No press
5
is bad
DVD
press.
is
Season
out
5
now.
on DVD and
Season
Blu-ray.
5 is
I'm
out
kidding.
on-
Season 6, August 25th.
Yes, and tune in. It's about to be crazy. That's all I can say. Y'all got me caught up in the herpes on the mic.
I know.
I'm done.
And happy
I'm
early
done.
birthday to you
Oh,
again.
thank you.
So
Thank
I know
you
we're
so
gonna
much.
let's
we're
just
gonna
say it
turn
now
up.
because we're gonna have some crazy
Yes.
experiences. I already know.
I already
Because if
know.
you ever hang out with Naturi, she will have you out all night long.
No, you know what?
Y'all are perfect for each other because y'all like
This
This
Yeah,
girl,
all
but
night
she'll
long.
have you taking it back where I won't make it home. But no, we have a good time.
All right. Well, it's
Thank y'all.
Naturi Naughton. It's Joseph Sikora. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.